Guys, Caleb here, and today we are going to be taking a look at this epic little zoo mock that I've been working on for quite a while now. It's been in the works for 4 or 5 days, and it took a lot longer than I was really expecting, as there was a whole lot of little details around the zoo, but I hadn't built a mock in a while on the channel, so I decided I would show you guys this little mock here today. That it's pretty self-explanatory that this is basically a zoo, but we basically have the crocodile exhibit, the bat exhibit, the chameleon exhibit, the atrium/bird exhibit, and the Arctic penguin exhibit, along with a little river with rubber duckies and a bridge and all sorts of other little details that I will be showing you in this video. And this is a very fun mock to build, and turned out a pretty little mock that I definitely enjoy. Yeah, I sort of got this nice little trim along the entire build, which looks really cool, and you can see it also loops back around. Gotta fix her real quick. I got this really cool trim with basically one of these pieces about every 4 blocks on the actual building, which just adds a little bit of detail to it, otherwise be a semi-boring part of it. Just sort of spices it up a little and makes it look a little bit more professional, in my opinion. We'll start off way the back here, where we have Pizza Guy, who's in one of the CMFs, and he's basically advertising one of the pizza places that is further down in the zoo, which I obviously didn't actually build, but he was basically advertising the pizza and the entire menu, and the pizza place is actually in the zoo, and that's where these guys can basically eat the food. Zoos and amusement parks and stuff always have very overpriced food, and so I figured why not include this guy in here, huh? Then we have the zookeeper, who is sweeping up. I don't know what he's sweeping up. I was originally going to put some like animal poop there, but I didn't end up doing that. A table with an umbrella, and of course a cookie. If you guys did not know, I'm trying to include a cookie in every single mock I made, and I succeeded again with this. But this is a nice little area to just sit in the shade and eat a cookie and a glass of water or whatever, and it just turned out like a pretty cool little spot, especially with the umbrella. That's a little bit of detail, I think. In fact, removed the janitor to get a bit of a better look at the bat exhibit, where I basically put a bat hanging upside down in here. It turned out pretty cool. Turned out a pretty small exhibit, but I do think it turned out a pretty cool one. And I generally like how it looks. You can see it's sort of clipped into there, clipped in place. And I really like how I especially got him upside down. Originally, I put him in normally, but I was building this with my friend, and he pointed out that bats sleep upside down. I was like, oh crap, shoot, I forgot all about that. So we ended up clicking the bat in upside down. Also removed the pizza guy to get a little bit of a better look at the chameleon exhibit, where I basically put a small chameleon in there. The chameleon actually came in the bookshop. She was actually in the little girl's apartment. We built a little jungle exhibit for the chameleon himself, and it's a pretty small exhibit, but it turned out pretty good. I only have a teal chameleon. I didn't really have any of these teal pieces, otherwise I made them sort of blending into the mock. Back of the basically chameleon exhibit also has a small door with a lock, where you can basically access the chameleon, and that's basically for the zookeeper to access the chameleon if he needs to, you know, like clean out his area or something, man. Door just shuts like that, and it's pretty cool to have like a back door to the actual exhibit, I thought. From all this, we have basically my favorite exhibit, which is the crocodile exhibit, definitely the biggest exhibit. And this turned out really cool. I actually found a crocodile, and I figured why don't I include him. And it has this nice black border with some of the trees and bushes growing over him. Also a little bit of water back there for him to drink from or bathe in, I suppose, if he wants to cool off. We also have a little girl with a popsicle here. This darn woman will not stand up, but I guess she's offering the crocodile money, maybe, or maybe she's gonna go buy some pizza. I mean, you guys can figure that one out. Walking down this path in the zoo, we do have a little trash can here. I found a trash can. I knew I wanted a trash can because I feel like there's, you know, always trash cans in public places like this, so I decided to do it. And then we have rubber ducky pond, or river, I suppose it would be, creek maybe, and it has 3 little rubber ducks. I was going to put a 4th rubber duck back there, but I did not end up doing that. Why I put rubber ducks in, I just thought it'd be like a fun little detail to add. I don't know, because it's like a zoo and it's fun for kids and stuff. So we have some rubber ducks floating down the zoo river. So I have some lights on the side, so I suppose this part of the trail would light up at night. And we have another zookeeper, or one of the zoo police officers, or I guess just normal police officers. We also have a small bridge with a little kid who's yelling over to the girl. Maybe he's trying to pick up chicks. It's basically a bridge, and it leads over there. And I could not find a second railing, so it just says 1 railing, but I think that's alright. Behind there we have a little life preserver, which I guess if somebody fell into the rubber duck river and was trying to drown, you could save them, I suppose. Then we have the atrium with 2 little birds in there. The blue bird was actually from the bookshop, and I believe the white bird was one of my sisters. I basically asked my siblings for all of the animals, so a lot of the animals are actually my siblings, although I did brick build the penguins. Atrium also has an opening door, so you can open it to get access to the back there. To get really access, we can lean to the side where there's actually a little clip here, and the entire wall pulls down. It's very loosely attached, so you can get access to the back a lot easier, and yeah, it just leads to much easier access. We can, of course, just click this back into place there, boom, and you can just pop it out if you ever want to get access to the atrium. A little like plane and a crack in the sidewalk, like this part of the sidewalk is a little bit more run down, and that would hypothetically lead to another part of the zoo. But over here, the very last exhibit we have is the little Arctic penguin exhibit, where I basically built 2 brick-built penguins. Didn't turn out incredible penguins, but they're decent, and I mean they take up the space pretty well. So there's 2 penguins in the penguin exhibit. The penguin exhibit would be a whole lot larger, except I obviously started running out of room near the end there, so I sort of had to shrink the atrium and the Arctic exhibit, but I suppose that's alright. But guys, that is the ZooMock I built. Let me know your favorite exhibit. There's crocodile exhibit, chameleon exhibit, bat exhibit, atrium/bird exhibit, and the Arctic exhibit, as well as a little rubber ducky lake. I feel like it just turned out a fun little mock to make. I mean, I had a lot of fun making this mock, very unique, not like anything I'd really built before, but it was pretty fun to make a whole little zoo. Your thoughts on it in the comments below. Seabreak Productions, sign off for now. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to stay up to date with my latest content, and I will see you guys later. Peace.